Hello everyone. Welcome to the second session of the lesson The Rabbit and the Lion. I am Kavya. Children, do you remember the story that we read in the previous session? Let me quickly summarize the story for you. Once upon a time, there lived a greedy lion that killed animals in a jungle. The animals came to an agreement with the lion that each day an animal would go to the lion's den to be his meal. One day, it was the turn of a rabbit. The lion was very angry that the rabbit walked in very late. When the lion asked the rabbit why, it said that he was late because of the other lion in the jungle. The lion demanded that the rabbit take him to the other lion. And the rabbit showed him a deep well. The lion saw his reflection in the water and thought it was another lion. The lion jumped into the well to attack the other lion. He was never seen again. All the animals lived happily ever after. The smart rabbit had tricked the lion. Do you remember the message of the story? Yes, it is that you must think before you do something or look before you leap. There lived in a jungle many animals. Their king was a greedy lion. He would kill many animals when he was hungry. The animals in the forest were scared of him. They decided to make an agreement with the lion. Each day, one animal would go to the lion's den to be his meal. In return, the lion would never hunt them again. The lion agreed to this. In this manner, one animal went to the lion's den every day to be eaten up. One day, it was a small rabbit's turn to go. He walked slowly and took his own time to reach the lion's den. The lion was very angry because the rabbit was late. "Why are you late?" the lion roared angrily when the rabbit finally arrived. "I am late because of the other lion in the jungle," said the rabbit. He was shivering and he looked scared. The lion could not believe this. "Another lion in my jungle? Not possible. Take me to this other lion at once," he demanded of the rabbit. The rabbit led the lion to a deep well. He said, "Look inside. The other lion lives here." The lion looked inside the well. He saw his own reflection in the water. He thought this was the other lion. He roared with rage. "I alone am the king of this jungle," he roared again. The lion was so angry that he jumped into the deep well to attack the other lion. He was never heard of again. The rabbit came back to his burrow. All the animals were surprised to see him alive. He told them the story of the lion jumping into the well to fight his own reflection. The smart rabbit had outwitted the lion. It had saved itself and all the animals in the forest from the lion. "Now we are free," said a fox with glee. "Look before you leap," said an old owl wisely. Moving on. Children, we read the story. We understood that the story has a message for us. The story of Rabbit and the Lion helped us understand that we must not do something without thinking. Look before you leap, right? We have learnt this through the act of the lion. The lion did not think before it jumped. What about the rabbit? Did the rabbit's act give us any message? Do you think the rabbit acted smart and tricked the lion? Did it save other animals also? Let us explore these questions through the Look Deep activity 3.2. For the first question, you need to tick one option on what the other animals understood from the act of the lion. In the second question, you need to answer why the rabbit was not eaten by the lion. I will read out the questions for you now. Tick your response. The other animals understood that we need not think before we do something. It is important to think before we act. The second question reads, the rabbit was not eaten up by the lion. Why? Read the questions carefully again and answer them. You can write them down in your studio if you have it with you. If not, you can do this in your notebook. Don't forget to write today's date and activity name Look Deep 2.3. This will remain on your screen. You can pause the video and work on this for 10 minutes to write your answers. Press play when you're done. Welcome back. Children, did you notice that the message the story gave us was not only to look before you leap, but also smart thinking helps to solve a problem. This activity helps us understand that the clever rabbit got out of a difficult situation through presence of mind and saved other animals as well. That brings us to the end of this session. Before I leave, I want you to think of stories such as the one you read today that have a message. Share them with a family member and get to know their views on their story, which means you can ask them, what do you think about the story, or which character do you like, or why do you think this character did this? Like that, you can ask them questions to get to know their views on the story. I hope you had fun working on the theme of the story. In the next session, we shall work on more such activities and discussions around the story. Until then, bye!